My name is Paula Perkins, and I'm going to give you some information about the Texas GenWeb to the USGenWeb project. And it's free genealogy and historical resources right at your fingertips. The U.S. project actually provides resources for genealogical and historical records. It's completely volunteer-based resource with a wealth of records. Nationally recognized, and we're award-winning, providing free information for over 30 years now. We host a vast website of records that have been extracted and transcribed by volunteers like yourself. All records are available to search and view at no charge. Contributions are always welcome. There's actually over 3,000 linked websites within the project as well. Now, I won't read everything on this, but I am the state coordinator for the two largest projects in the whole United States, the Texas GenWeb projects with 254 counties, and Georgia with 169 counties. And you can see here up on the upper left a little bit about the history. You can download this brochure from the Texas GenWeb website. And actually, we have biographies, obituaries, deeds, photographs, Bible records, and more. You can transcribe your area or your research. We have a lot of county coordinators that have connections to Texas that don't live in the state. So you can see a little bit about that. And we jumped right on the bandwagon back in 1996 when the project began. And there's all county websites. There's also city websites within those counties. Not all counties have those. And you can see some other things. There's also like tax records, some more possibilities that you can see there. We have some special projects. We've got some special projects within the website that you can see right here. We've got county formation maps. That's very important to know. Index to cities and towns, research helps for Texas. Same thing within the whole USGenWeb project. And you can see some different things, some landmarks and vanished communities and links for all types of records. This is the landing page for the Texas GenWeb, and you'll see the different tabs up here, the different things that you can go to right here. And we were proud to be receive the Heritage Preservation Award from the Texas Dallas Genealogy Society in 2024. And also we have the USGenWeb, which we are a member of for all the states. The USGenWeb project has links to all the counties in the United States if you don't have Texas resources or Texas research to do. But each site has a link to county resources to each state, links to libraries and museums, links to genealogical and historical organizations, links to your county, or if you're doing Louisiana, parish courthouses, links to cemeteries, biographical sketches, famous crimes in the area, county maps, the early settlers, history of county formation, including any former county names, volunteer lookups from county resources, marriages, military, and vital records. And these resources that we have may not be all that there is available for the county. It would be things that have actually been transcribed by the county coordinator or volunteers like yourself that are participating today with us or submitting information from their family for us to add. And then on the county pages, some of the things that you're going to find, it's all volunteer county coordinators, and you can be a county coordinator for any county in any state. Doesn't cost anything except a little bit of volunteer time. You don't even have to know how to do websites. Texas, like I said, is the largest. And then you'll see some different things here too. Some other cool things that we have are the city directories, the historical ones, and a county map, which is very important because you got to know about the boundaries that have changed, military record transcriptions, obituaries, and diaries. And we encourage you too to submit things to the counties where you had ancestors. That there's quite a bit of information on our website about that. And also, as you're doing research in a county, you need to know the courthouse. You need to know if they've got a genealogy society. or historical organization, about libraries and museums that might help you in your research. And one thing is, all of us try to keep everything, the links, updated. So if you ever find a link that is broken, we encourage you to email us to get that updated. And then it's great for research strategies, planning out your research, because you can search for your county in multiple ways. There's alphabetical lists, there's a clickable map. And then also that map is very useful in viewing the other surrounding counties. And if the county you're researching adjoins another state, you will also have links to those adjoining counties in the other states. And then I've got the link here, and then the Texas, some of the research gems just within Texas includes 1890 Texas Union Soldier Schedule. We had a lot of Union soldiers come to Texas. The Georgia Volunteers and the Texas Revolution, the U.S.-Mexican War roster, links to the Texas muster rolls and military records. We do have links to external websites. A wonderful map that's an 1835 map of the Spanish Texas, and that's a very good resource for researching anything prior to Texas independence. And then there's even more links here, and for you to use. And all this is on our website. Within the USGenWeb and the Texas GenWeb, there are special projects. Each state has a link to that state's archives under the USGenWeb. So you can look under those archives for vital records, marriages, military, cemeteries, and more. There's also the Texas Penny Postcards, the Texas Tombstone Project, and also fallen heroes and headstone emblems is another thing that you'll find, because it's interesting to find out what that emblem on a headstone means. We also have some cool things. Whoops, I'm sorry, I went advanced one to me. But we have lots of opportunities for you to. You can become a county coordinator or a city coordinator and create your own website. We have, like I said, we have mentors also that will help you learn to do websites. We have templates too. We have lookup volunteers. Maybe you do not want to host a county, but you want to help the county coordinator because you have a wealth of books or research materials in your possession, and we have a lot of those in within the project, to where maybe you have a book of marriages and you're not actually doing research for people. You would actually be, just look up for somebody. And then we need webmasters are needed also to help format and upload information to websites. And like I said, contributors like yourself for research. And even if one thing that I've always thought was wonderful is there's a lot of times people volunteer for projects that do not have any connection, say, to Texas. They do that so that they can help others, hoping that people around the country are doing the same thing for the places they're doing research. And we've got a link. You're welcome to write that down too if you're interested in volunteering for Texas or any state. Each state will have a link. Will give you information about volunteering for the project. And then some other links here. And there's a link to the Texas GenWeb, the archives, genealogy events, if you're looking for events such as this today, the orphan counties, and that's the counties that are being fostered, looking for somebody to adopt them. We have a list, and then a link to the USGenWeb project as well for you to do research on and look up things. And then in conclusion, the USGenWeb and Texas GenWeb project consist of volunteers to coordinate or assist in providing free genealogical information for each county and state. There are no subscriptions, there are no fees. Volunteers are somebody that have an interest in genealogy and a desire to help and provide free genealogical resources to everyone. There's a wealth of genealogical and historical resources. And then also, I will say this: when you find that, you may find if you've used the USGenWeb project, anytime in your research, and maybe it's been a few years, and you go back and you say, oh, that site looks different. Well, as in anybody's career or job, people retire, or we have people that pass away. So when you do find something on one of the USGenWeb county sites, be sure, and I like file to print the page. You could actually, and the information is copyrighted, so you could not publish it, but things you could use, I'd say file to print or write down your information, and be sure and document where you found the information in case it was ever to go away. Because new county coordinators coming in, they actually a lot of times may they try to use some of the information if they're given permission that was previously there. So, and there's questions. I have my email there that you can contact me if you have any questions about it. And then I want to thank you for attending, and I'm going to stop talking for a minute and then let me get out of this. And does anybody have any questions? We have a few minutes for questions.